and welcome to Mutiny Motorsport. This is the Summer Fling and we're on our very last date and night on the town. We're here in Monaco and Come Some taking the lead ahead of TTR. Rodders, Stupid Doobie, Mr. Mouse, Leclerc, Debug, John D, Orange Boy and Garrett O'Brien taking up the rear. Let's go to the grid now. Lights are away. There you go. Come Some in the lead ahead of Rodders and TTR. And Come Some gets there into T1. So on board with Stupid Doobie right in the middle of the pack. That's relatively clean through the first section here as we go up the hill. And Stupid Doobie right behind the car in front. TTR, who goes sideways and straight into the wall. That has cost him. Gets sideways again as they come down the hill over the bump. Brake hard, take the right-hander, try to hook up with the curb there. Come Some ahead of Rodders as they enter the hairpin. Ahead of Stupid Doobie, ahead of TTR, Mumbo Man, Orange, who goes out a little bit wide. Leclerc, John, Debug, Garrett O'Brien. It's all to play for. Through the tunnel they go. Look at it, the beautiful Monaco night sky with these Formula Juniors. Garrett O'Brien down there in 10th place, but not last by meaning he's bad. It just means maybe a lack of practice and a bad qualifying spot as we see TTR again getting the car sideways, stopping backwards there. I think that's Rodders falling through the order as they head down now through the swimming pool section. As they go into Rascasse, the leader goes into Rascasse, in through Anthony Nodes. As we're on board with Rodders going through the swimming pool. As lap 1 finishes and lap 2 starts, it's Come Some ahead of Stupid Doobie, ahead of TTR, Mumbo Man, Orange, Leclerc. That's your top 6. And Debug again looking for a way through. And John in 7th just looking ahead of him up on the road going, yeah, I want some of these other spots. That'd be really nice as they come up the hill by Rivage towards Massenet. That's Orange through Massenet. Oh, sorry, TTR in Massenet right behind Stupid Doobie. Go through Casino, down street there to Mirabeau. The Grand Hotel hairpin is TTR and Stupid Doobie getting all sorts of crossed up and Stupid Doobie gets sent round the other way. He is stuck. Can he get the car spun around? Yes, he can. Oh no. And that's cost Stupid Doobie everything and more. It comes around 48 through the tunnel all on his own. As we go on board with Orange there, coming out of the Nouvelle Chicane. Down into the back, a really difficult car without any downforce. You've got to brake, it's actually a really significant corner. So easy to get it wide. As we see that car scraping the wall. Debug thinking, yeah, that's my spot if you keep doing that, John. Leclerc in the 104 Burgundy, looking at Orange ahead of him, thinking, I've already taken one of your spots in some of these races. Be nice to take another. Down the main straight into Sandoval. Such famous corner names, and the Mutiny don't get to race here often. So it is a privilege for these guys, and in these cars, it is an absolute blast if you haven't tried this combo before. Beautiful evening lights on tonight. sun sets. It's about 10 p.m. or so. Still 36 degrees. We are in the south of France. It is hot, as you see some understeer there from Kumsum as TTR keeps him really honest. Everyone having to brake and get pretty tidy turns. Look at TTR's brakes absolutely going wild as they go through Portier, through the tunnel, down the hill. This is Rodders with Garrett O'Brien just ahead. Into the tunnel as well. Those lights not dark now. It's one of the bright spots on the track, so the opposite of what drivers are used to, where they usually go into a dark tunnel and come out into the beaming sunshine. This is more like going into a bright, blinding tunnel, coming out and having to readjust your eyes the other way. That debug. Thinking of a way, but actually losing touch with John ahead. Gap over a second now as we see, I think that's Orange maybe cutting the chicane a little bit. Just ahead of them in third spot. Oh, some wall bashing there. As Rodders and Garrett take it through into the final section of this track. Two very right-hand corners. Larascas and Anthony Nodes. Down the start-finish straight, such a short straight here. Breakdown into Santa Bart. Now hard on the brakes, get it too wide, and you're going to make a mistake just like that. Oh, Rodders. So he leads. It still comes some, followed by TTR. Orange up into third place, but being challenged really heavily here by Leclerc and John. Just over a second separating this trio as they come down into the hairpin. Brake hard, steer the car. You can see them using all the steering lock. Great use of the steering lock there from Leclerc. Nice, not getting the rear too wild. Following Stupidoobie and Garrett O'Brien right at the back of the pack here. Nice and tidy. Stupidoobie fell from graces. Cautious, but using all the track. Just the right amount as he enters the tunnel. And Rodders and Mumbo Man just ahead of him. A few seconds up the roads. Cutting the chicane, it looked a bit like there. On board with John now, 5th place. Trapped in a bit of a sandwich here. You can't lose too much time behind you because you've got Debug scraping the walls, lighting up everything. And then just in front of you, you've got, it looks like Orange is holding up the pack a little bit here. Maybe a little bit of a cork in the bottle for these guys. You can see how tough this track still is to overtake in these tiny cars. Cautious, can't get out too wide or you risk touching the wall and losing time. Come through Anthony Nose, onto the start finish straight. Comes them still, followed by TTR and Orange, who's closely, hotly contended for that 3rd place with the pair John and Debug, and not that far behind to be fair is Rodders. 1:57 that last time round from Kumsum. 0.3 of a second faster than his closest competitor TTR, as I think that's Leclerc spotting the move, but Orange keeps the inside, so Leclerc goes really wide and loses it. He should have cut across, but Orange, all that wily experience in there, gets the job done. Back down into the hairpin ahead. It's going to start to frustrate Leclerc a little bit. As you can see, Orange really is the cork in the bottle in the 2-minute lap times. Everyone else behind him can pretty much do that pace. 2:2:01. You can see the gap on the track map. 1 and 2 way down. They've gone through the Nouvelle chicane and they're almost at to back by the time guys reach the Nouvelle chicane. Oh, as we have John go wide. He is not going to, he's going to succeed his position. Give it up. admit he made a mistake and he cut the corner. He doesn't want any penalties there. Great sportsmanship, as I think that was Stupid Doobie doing the same in the background. There is temptation here to cut the corners. We're all getting a lot of time, but you never know. Stewards might catch that stuff if they deem it unnecessary. Oh, a little bit of argy-bargy there from Rodders. Just nudging John along, saying, hey man, you've already made a mistake. Let me see if I can pressure you into making another mistake. Remember, man, just behind that. What a line there from Rodders. Just a little bit wide on exit, taking the bump. You can see Orange still leading third place from Leclerc, from Debug, from John, from Rodders. Leclerc has real speed in this section and can really take it to Orange. Can he make it stick up the inside? I don't think he's going to have the speed, but he is going to have the inside line for the next corner down here. Oh, as they break from Mirabeau, Orange goes super wide. No. And that's his third place done, down to 6th. Oh, he manages to squeak back in. A little love tap there from Rodders. Rodder with kissing everyone's bottoms tonight in the Monaco streets. Great addition to the mutiny. Put in some great laps. Rumour is he might be looking forward, seeing if he wants to join for season 11. See if he can hang it out with everyone. See a bit of a flame in the background there. I think it's Mumbo Man scraping the walls, almost setting his car alight. Thank God there is no damage. Oh, as we see Rodders go sideways and backwards and into the wall. Spins around the car. And gets on his way as we see the number 9 car there. I think that's Garrett O'Brien skipping the chicane. Debug up into 4th place. Leclerc hasn't managed to pull away from him. But TTR's had a mistake somewhere. It's come some now in a clear lead ahead. You can see him up the hill, almost towards Massenet by the time TTR gets into Saint-Tropez. So Leclerc starting to catch on TTR now. There was 11 seconds TTR lost in that lap compared to Leclerc, so quite a bit. Orange has made some losses as well, but a little 4-second gap behind him is keeping him a little bit of breathing room. Debug is relentless with the pressure tonight in the Monaco streets. Brake hard, get it turned in, can't quite make it work. As TTR ahead of them, and then there's Leclerc, there's Debug. You can see the gap, then Orange as well, struggling to get the car stopped, but actually great line. You can see him following the racing line there, the burnt in rubber down on the ground, a little bit of extra grip. Debug puts his foot down hard, coming through the tunnel now, down towards the Nouvelle chicane. You've got to brake hard, maybe about 150 to 100 meters, depending on these cars. When the curb starts, maybe brake, down, as many gears as you can. And that's Leclerc, he's missed it. Debug has not. Will Leclerc succeed? He does not. He is not the gentleman that John was. Just keeps his foot planted. Will he give up some time during the rest of this lap? It does not look like it. He is still foot to the floor. That's what third position means to him. You do get 3 cuts before you get a penalty, if it isn't that egregious. So using it as his bogey lap. Bit of time to breathe. Comes some lap 8, still in the 159s, under 2 minutes, pretty much this entire race. Followed by TTR, slowed down the pace a little bit. His tyres must be starting to feel the burn. We've seen him all season long getting it sideways. Then followed by Leclerc, followed by Debug, followed by Orange in 5th place. And Stupidoobie rounds the top 6. Rodders, Garrett, Mumbo Man and John, they're your top 10. Great driving tonight from the drivers. Great driving. You're just starting to spread out. You can have a look on the track map now. Will come some take it easy. He's got a hell of a lead. I don't think so. It's just Debug, the closest gap right now. Holding the pressure on. Just under a second, 7/10 of a second. Look at that beautiful line. That was inch perfect. Does he do it again? He does. Right up to the edge of the track. Look at the gap now. Half a second. Takes a wide line. Aggressive in. I think this might be it as he comes up. He's coming up. He brakes hard. He has done it. What a move that was for 3rd place. All down into Anthony Nodes and Laurascas. Can he hold it? He takes the defensive line. This might cost him, but he's going to have the inside for braking all the way down in the pit lane. Brakes in a straight line. Gets the car rotated over the curb. That's nice. Can he hold the speed all the way up the hill now? Through Beau Rivage. Looks like he can. Orange just teetering in the background as the sun slowly sets in the background. That beautiful pink sky. He gets wide at the top of the hill, but he has the inside. I think he might hold on to it. Leclerc was held up by Orange all those laps in that very section. And it looks like it's hurt Leclerc again. Debug, beautiful in as we see TTR getting super sideways. There you go, nicely. Maybe a little bit wide, costing him some speed on the exit. But Orange now being caught by Stupidoobie in the yellow banana. As they exit the hairpin into Portier, out of Portier, into the tunnel. There's no time to catch breath here in Monaco. Breathtaking landscapes, breathtaking architecture, and breathtaking racing here in the Summer Fling, the final race of the season. There we go. This is the battle for last. John and Mumbo Man, they've had their faults this race. But the racing does not stop, even if you're 48 seconds back from the lead. I think that's Stupidoobie past Orange, you know. Orange with an inch perfect line, though. He's recovering. He's trying. He doesn't seem to be able to break that 2-minute barrier. And everyone else in that 2-minute barrier as well. So Orange just really finding the race pace from lap 1. Oh, but understeers deep into the corner, and that cost him time on the exit. That one was a little bit nicer. As we go back on board with Leclerc now, this is the battle for 3rd spot. If we look at the track map, we got Kamsam way down in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. TTR about the bottom middle, right-hand side, sorry. And 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Coming around turn 1 there, up the hill. Brake hard for John. Mumbo Man just ahead. Looks like he might have the line here on the inside as they come up the hill. They're certainly going side by side. It's going to be a great move into Massenet if they can make it work. They're side by side. They're still side by side. Who's going to have the inside? I think Mumbo Man's going to have the inside. John takes the wide line. Can he cut under? I think he may have lost some momentum then. Mumbo Man lives for another day in 9th place. Oh, John says that wasn't very nice. I wanted to be there. Why are you braking? I don't want to stop. As Mumbo Man says, eat curb. I'm going to take all of the curb. Look how nicely they can follow. There are no aerodynamics on these cars. So there is no real penalty for following so close. It is what is great about these Formula Junior cars. Through the tunnel. Get your braking as straight as possible. Brake as late as possible. Feel the car slow down. Oh, goes deep. I think he's going to be a gentleman, but he's trying to fight it on exit. But I think he's going to have to give up as they enter to back here. Yes, he is. And John takes 9th place. Can he pull away now from Mumbo Man? Oh, he goes super wide. Mumbo Man goes even wider. They're trying to find every inch of track and more. So it's Kumsam on lap 11, followed by TTR, Debug in 3rd. Oh, it's Mumbo Man. The pressure gets to him and just does a Schumacher straight into the final section of Las Casas. Oh, that's going to cost him a lot of time and maybe even cement his 10th place in this race. It's Orange there, using the time trial, bouncing off the wall technique. Gets the car sideways, sideways, sideways. Too much sideways, Orange. You just want to take a little slice of the car. You don't want to go in that deep. And it's cost him. Luckily, he's got a big gap back to John. He seems to have got past Garrett fairly swiftly. John just got 9th, and now he's up in 8th. So it's Kumsam, followed by TTR, Debug, Leclerc, Stupidoobie, Rodders, they're your top 6. Orange, John, Garrett O'Brien, and Mumbo Man are your top 7 to 10. And Leclerc again finding himself on the tail end of this battle. What does he need to do to be ahead? Lap times are similar. Oh, that is some Tweedledee, Tweedledum kind of stuff there. Back, Mumbo Man and Garrett O'Brien getting all caught up. Garrett losing out on that one. You got to think Garrett spun. Oh! And that is how Leclerc does it. Just says, I am not sorry, Debug. For all those love taps, here's a wall tap. And Debug even loses his Stupidoobie, who is dipping in and out of connection. It looks like he's disappearing. Debug on the brakes. What a move! That was a classic move down into Santa Fe. Unbelievable stuff. The focus and the drive of Debug really comes alive. Driver on a mission. So you can see a bit of a rave in the background. Remember, this is nighttime at Monaco. Anything goes. And what happens in Monaco gets broadcast on YouTube, on Mutiny Motorsport's YouTube channel. As in the back, Garrett and Mumbo Man, no love lost at all. Garrett scraping the wall and straight down into the runoff area as Mumbo Man goes, yeah, you know what, I'll take this. Oh, Debug is down into 3rd. Wow, what a drive this is turning out to be, and only just in front of them as well as TTAR. We're in the dying laps of this race as Kumsam crosses the line, start lap 13. Beautiful racing here from the guys, maybe getting a little elbows out in the end. Debug holding no prisoners there. Leclerc looking for a way past, looking at TTR just ahead of him. TTR scraping the walls. And now he's involved in a battle he doesn't want to be in. And this is Rodders and Orange for 6th place. Orange going wide and understeering yet again. The last time we were on board, the same thing happened. Rodders comes through into 6th place. Stupid Ubi, as we can see on the timing screens, up into 3rd. Leclerc into 4th. Debug down into 5th. What has happened there? That's got to be the race. That is the race. Let's look for the timing screen to see where everyone was. What a fantastic move. Those were right in the dying stages for the last podium position. I have no idea where they finished. He's on board with Kamsam. Great win. We believe that has got to be the championship for him now. He's shown it here in the Summer Fling. Can he bring this speed and absolute precision into the Mutiny's real seasons, main seasons? Season 11 is coming up as soon as you know it. And here are the results. It was Kamsam in the lead, ahead of TTR and Debug. There your podium. Leclerc, Stupid Doobie, Rodders with the fastest lap. Look at that. John D, Orange, Mr. Mouse, and Garrett Bryan, driver of the day. Got to be Debug. What a hell of a performance. And for the title, with only 4 races out of the 6, there was Kamsam with 60 points, narrowly beating out Debug and TTR. What could have been had he had all 6? Would we have seen Peter levels of domination? Everyone else has put a fantastic season. We're so looking forward to having you join us for season 11. Hope you've enjoyed the Summer Fling.